Hey guys, welcome back to Max Cars Dawn of War Unification. Today I have a 1 vs 1 for you on Titan's Fall. It is Vrax playing as the World Eaters versus MrBlueDude playing Space Marines. So, a 1-on-1 on Titan's Fall. We see again, we had World Eaters on Titan's Fall already, but they spawned on this side, I remember. But yeah, let's see what Vrax is doing. He goes for a Dark Apostle opener, 2 builders, 2 quick builders, and then 3 storm-packed, blood-packed troopers. And we see 2 scout opener into Space Marines. No Force Commander, so it's more or less standard. Probably we'll see a Force Commander after the Space Marine squad. 2 builders as well. So let's see. What do we see from Vrax side? Quick note about the players. If you followed my channel or the community in the Discord, you probably know both of them. Vrax is like playing games after games after games. He plays an awful lot of Unification, so in terms of experience and having seen a lot of stuff, he is probably the favorite here. On this other side, MrBlueDude, also a very active member of the community, does a lot of, how should I say, tests and stuff with units, so he knows quite a lot of stuff as well. And he will see a little skirmish in the beginning. If you put a demon host to your blood pack troopers, they get a little defensive aura, so they don't die immediately. But yeah, they will still not be able to fight off this Space Marines. What you would think, they use a little demon host ability where they drain HP to make this little blast ability, but the Space Marines just laugh a bit and shoot, continue to shoot. So let's see. This is also the old, quote-unquote old, the original version of Titan's Fall. I'm not really sure what the nuances of the new map is. We have this thing uncapped, so the Vrax was going for this strategic point, which is more or less Space Marines normally. So we have currently the, wow, and not even gotten this point here, map advantage, economy advantage for the Space Marine players, but this will change once the Dark Apostle is hitting here. You see that goes up quite a bit, quite a lot of income bonus on both power and requisition. Always recommended to have a power generator for, wow, the demon host just exploded here, and power generator for World Eaters, because the economy bonus they get is percentage. Wow, that lands percentage base. Can you fling another one for me? Oh, the Dark Apostle got flinked. Okay, he uses his thing that increases movement speed and reduces range damage taken. But yeah, for the most part, he gets melee damage from this Force Commander, which is draws his power sword, running left and right, trying to kill some more chaos scum, I guess. But yeah, this early engagement is in favor of MrBlueDude here. He has just more stuff. 2 Space Marine squads and Force Commander flinging this little dark disciple in the air. But yeah, we see every time the Dark Apostle connects in melee combat, he gets quite the economy boost. Map wise, it is still Space Marine favorite, because he has both, soon both middle points needs to build listing posts here as soon as he can afford. On the other side, we have Vrax trying to get his points as well. He's blood-pack troopers, so who will win here? And ranged, I guess, yeah, it's gonna be a close one. But now we have some 4-Night Raptors trying to fight, and these guys don't mess around. These are fast. They also increase the melee economy, of course, and they can jump. They can also be deep strike, which is very strong for Raptors. Normally they spawn and then you have to jump them out, so they can be deep striked and fly immediately. So you see them also, speaking of flying, look at the economy of these once these Raptors connect in melee combat. This is absolutely mayhem. This Force Commander trying to hold its own will win this against the Raptors, but not if the Dark Apostle is joining the fray, so he needs some support from his 1, 2, 3 Space Marine squads now, so he's massing Space Marines like crazy. Yeah, the Force Commander will die here. The Raptors lost 1 model, maybe losing the second one. No, not just not quite. Yeah, but again, map control is in favor of the Space Marine player. He lacks 2 critical locations but has the 2 middle points. If he upgrades them, not sure, does he upgrade his economy yet? Not yet. He gets a plasma generator. So it was not a genless opener, or was it? I'm not really sure. But now we have a second squad of Raptors here, so this is now probably the time where the Space Marine player needs to leave, because yeah, you have 3, if you count the scouts, 4 ranged squads against 3 melee squads with the Dark Apostle. But there's a heavy bolter turret building. Will it finish? I doubt it, because the World Eaters spotted it. And will they focus down the builder? They try, and they will probably succeed. So this listening post would need to be upgraded. It is on the way. This heavy bolter turret sadly not going up. On the other side we have some blood-packed troopers shooting at this listening post for, I don't know, days. And yeah, we see the economy bonus for the World Eaters being absolutely strong. A third squad of Raptors, because why not? This engagement here will pretty much be in favor of World Eaters, no questions asked. So many Raptors here need to abandon this position, fall back to another listening post who has probably some guns attached. He is trying to hold his position. The listening post gets upgraded and begins to fire, but yeah, this resources probably should have been not used. But okay, the Raptors all decide to jump. Interesting, keeping this listening post a little more time to fire his gun, its gun. Yeah, it looked like they killed a model, like a suicide, no, what is it called, sacrifice, which is not as good. The Cornite Raptors not as good against listening posts as you would think they are. They're really good against infantry and whatnot, but not very good against buildings per se. Rex had enough resources for the next tier, but he fourth squad of Raptors. He should have probably started tier 2 by now. I mean, 3 squads of Raptors is pretty mayhem as is, and now a new one as well. So I think all of these squads are still alive. Yes, they are. These blood-packed troopers still firing here. If this one gets upgraded, yeah, these blood-packed troopers do not have any business here. The turret got cancelled. The listening post got killed. I think it more or less paid for itself to upgrade, and this one is upgraded soonish as well. We see no second. We don't see any second commander. There's another not suicide, sacrifice, but these sacrificed models aren't cheap. There are 65 requisition each, so you should probably not do this too often, Mr. Rex. The tier 2 is already done for Space Marines. Interesting, very nice. Landspeeder Tempest, very much needed here to defend this Raptor onslaught. As I said, the last squad of Raptors probably an overkill here. I don't know if he actually cancelled. We have 1 here, 2, 3. Yeah, he cancelled it. So which is which how should I say? I agree with this decision. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 is more than enough. Space Marines now tier 2, reinforcing their units, having a Landspeeder Tempest already on the field, going for frag missiles. Finally, I see someone going frag missiles when facing a lot of infantry. Everybody's just keen on going frag missiles because I don't know why. This is now kept by Vrax, and the Space Marines moving in, trying to deny this. Speaking of units and this map, I hate this map myself quite a lot because it's has multiple lanes, a lot of different paths to attack, so it's not easy to play defensive and more easy to play offensive, which is normally a good thing, you would think, and it probably makes up for good games. And we have 2 Landspeeder Tempests, all got frag missiles, 1 got none, 1 got frag missiles. We have now the Blood Rain, which is absolutely wrongly used here. Your units will also take more damage, or is it increasing the damage of units inside? I think, yeah, increasing damage units inside. If the Landspeeder Tempest would move in this Blood Rain, they would also deal more damage. But now we have a turret, we have frag missiles, Landspeeder Tempest. They cannot be harmed by these Raptors. Yes, the Raptors do have a ranged attack, but yeah, it's not very existent. They tried to kill the machine cult for whatever reason. Really not the best attack here. Losing a lot of models, losing a lot of economy, and not gaining much. They try to kill stuff, but yeah, very ill-advised. As soon as he saw these Landspeeder Tempests, he needed to back away. Yes, he's taking this relic, which is nice, but Space Marines still have this point. They captured this point again, and they're now at your doorstep again. So I think the Space Marines took the better end of this engagement. They're also tier 2 already done for Vrax as well. Hopefully getting also the economy upgrade, which is very much needed to stay relevant later on. But he goes for the Blood Mechanicum, has some power saved up. I would suggest some Testudo APC, but we also have these Space Marine squads with missile launchers, and these missile launchers will not help you a single bit against these Raptors. So I'm not sure if vehicles is the way forward if you see already Space Marines with rocket launchers. But yeah, the Testudo APC with an autocannon could be quite lethal against these Landspeeder Tempests. One has no upgrade, one has the frag missile, so one could be upgraded to crack missiles to more or less defend against Testudos. Heavy Flamers, as I say, not an option here in this scenario because the Landspeeders are the biggest problem here, killing units left and right. I think what could World Eaters get as well? Probably what I call again, teeth. They have also autocannons and stuff which they can fire. You could go warp. What is it called? You could go Technomancy and get the Bloodsmith out with his what they called again? No autocannon add-on, so this will fall short. You will need an autocannon to fight these Landspeeders. They will not take as much damage as they would do with an autocannon. The Servitors also do have autocannons and stuff, and even less cannons in here too, which is a little too strong. But yeah, talking all of this over, we see that the Space Marine player, MrBlueDude, needs to retreat. These Testudos providing some very much needed fire support. Do they go for the autocannons? Yeah, they do, and now they could. Yes, they can now fire up in the air and take down these Landspeeder Tempests. These even if they have track missiles, they will not be able to. One goes down, second one will soon follow. We have a Razorback Vicarious going for a Storm Bolter, which is more or less meant to fight these Raptors, I guess. But you more or less have dealt with the Raptors. You would need some AV here. You can go for Melters if you have the Sacred Artifact. I think that there's like 5 different upgrades that require different tier stages. Yeah, with these Testudos transports, they now can aim at this distance post. We have now 4 Testudos, so all the cap that was lost in Raptors is now replaced with Testudos. We have still one squad of Raptors still alive, and the Dark Apostle. The Dark Apostle is very much needed for the economy. We see a very low economy for Rex because he is not getting this point. This point is still in the hands of Space Marines, as is this on the critical location part. These two got never attacked, but yeah, MrBlueDude has this Thermoplasma generator, which is probably keeping him in this game and having, yeah, giving him enough power to get a Dreadnought out. And this Dreadnought, I'm not sure, maybe needs some range weaponry because it cannot reach these Testudos, if I could correctly. This, yeah, gets a missile turret upgrade, which is very much needed. What upgrades do we can get? You need tier 3 for less cannon, but yeah, just having a thing constantly following these Testudos is also probably not a bad thing to have. This Razorback Vicarious proving itself to be very sturdy, being repaired all the time. This turret being focused down, which need to be. These Raptors are still very useful in the sense that they keep these Space Marine squads, singular squad, not squads, occupied, so they cannot fire their rocket launchers, even killing models left and right. Yeah, but the economy is the biggest problem. You need more economy. You need to get some critical locations. You need to take back this relic. So Rex would need to get one cultist out here, any variety, and cap his relic. The problem with the economy of World Eaters that it is percentage based. You need to have a base income to get, let's say, increase your economy from. If you engage in melee, you will get more income, yes, but how should I say? With no base income, you will not multiply, because multiplying anything by 0 is 0. Multiplying a big number times a small number is still a small number, so you need to have some base income here. Yes, quite a lot of power. Could argue for a Dreadnought maybe. It can be deep strike as well. Maybe a ranged Dreadnought with missile launchers would be really good. Has a Demon House repairing, which is a really nice touch here. This Testudo will sadly go down. These Raptors, can they get weapons? They could get melters, interestingly enough, but they fight in melee, increasing the economy by quite a bit. Another Testudo hits the field. Vrax actually taking the opposite side relic. Sorry, his second Razorback requires no upgrade set. I'm sorry. He got the whole bolter, but you can change the flamer on top with another weapon as well. Now he's trying to focus down the enemy building. What does he get? More Testudos, because why not? Autocannon probably being added here. Yes, and so this land speeder will not be able to do anything here. Some miss micro on the Dark Apostle sadly, but he's busy microing all around the map. Yeah, but rebuilding a machine code because he thought this one going down, so the map awareness of MrBlueDude saves him here today. This Ricarius goes down, land speeders also down. No, he is escaped and now attacking the next altar of Khorne, so this is how you would use them here preferably. Another Testudo not aware of this little outpost here. We have a heavy bolter, probably this listening post would need to be upgraded as well. And all the time this thermal resonance generator getting 40 power per second, so we should see the economy, yes, way ahead, especially in power compared to the World Eaters here, even if they have the melee bonus. Yeah, as I said, they need some base income. Now some cultists, because now the mayhem is over, probably for capturing his points, I suppose. Getting stuck on this armory here, but okay. Now we have a small assault of vehicles, so vehicle fight here. Another land speeder coming out, so you have two land speeders, a Dreadnought and a Razorback against some Testudo APCs and Bloodpack Warrior. More Testudo APCs from the right side, so they will, I would assume, take down these flyers, but we now have less cannon on this Dreadnought, still going to melee combat because why not? So we now know that the Space Marines are tier 3, so I think we would see now a Predator. No, we get some Vanguard veterans, nice. And the Predator is on the way, limited 2, so it means that one is already on the field, right? Where is it? We now see this, it gets out. Where's the Predator? God damn it. There's one on the field already, right before my eyes. So this one can deal a lot of damage and take a lot of damage as well. So these Vanguard veterans going for a Thunder Hammer and should get for more models, I guess. Now we see them using their chain swords against the vehicle, because why not? It is Warhammer 40k. This is how you do it. Even Blood Rain here used, which increases the damage of the enemy squads actually here, and not his own. Very action-packed game. We now have also a Sacred Artifact on the way, so maybe getting some upgrades for the Predator. One requires the Sacred Artifact, I'm not sure. I do not remember which one. So to break this down again, we had a very aggressive opener from Vrax with his Dark Apostle and Raptors. The Raptor was very effective until he hit a Space Marine base where there was a turret, upgraded listening posts and Space Marines all around. So this was the time where also the land speeders hit the field. So at this point, when he saw the land speeder, he would have needed to retreat and begin to cap his points again and get some AV out in the form of getting tier 2, which he was on the way at least. And these pseudo APC were very nice against these land speeders. They killed them very effectively. But yeah, losing a lot of models and disengagement here was a big downside for losing a lot of Raptors. The Raptors would have probably been very useful later on in killing enemy economy. And of course, one thing you will need to scout eventually on this map is these outside thermal resonance generators. They are very important, and yeah, Rex, MrBlueDude got one up here and it was not detected. So yeah, he bought time with his Space Marines running around. I think they started to be here, then look at the minimap, going here, going all the way around to the base, all buying time to get this thermal plasma generator up and his tier 2. So overall, I would say good, well played by both players, a little more strategic how should I say, strategic benefits on MrBlueDude's side. But again, GG's to both players, and as usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!